feel like a lot of people don't take the car buying process so seriously as if they're gonna be buying a house. If you're gonna be buying a house, you'll take your time and be very patient and do your due diligence, research in every way possible to make sure that you get the best deal. I want you to treat the car buying process the exact same freaking way. Don't worry about how they make money. Always worry about you. You come first. They don't care about you. They don't care about your pockets or whatever. After you, they're on to the next person because that's how they eat. It's not always about how long you take to pay off the money. It's always about what did you sign. And me and you in 2025 will be escaping that trap any means possible. I want you to learn from my mistakes and make your life better. We don't get finessed. We do the finesse. That's my job in 2025. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to the channel, you dig? I just left the barbershop right now. Just got me a clean cut for the New Year's. But while I was at the barbershop, man, I was just thinking about a couple things that I wanted to shed light on my channel. You know, when it comes to like the car buying tips and financing and all that stuff. Really, I'm projecting towards like financing and stuff like that. If you buy your cars outright, then this doesn't necessarily pertain to you. But if you're somebody who finances, I just want to shed light on the worst buying tips that we've been told in the United States of America. Like, we've been kind of like brainwashed in a way, and going into 2025, it's time for us to unlearn the things that we feel like we know and things that we feel like we've learned. Starting with the car buying process, right? So there's a lot of things that I didn't know till I started doing Turo and buying cars. You see what I'm saying? And it just dawned upon me the strategy and the scam that I feel like a lot of people run into. I've spoken to a lot of people and that worked at car dealerships. Even one of my close friends worked at a car dealership and he was a salesman, and he'll tell me people will walk in and sign the craziest APR rates ever, and that's just what America does to you. America's all in a bubble that they don't want you to break out of. So I feel like it's my job and my due diligence to help on that on this channel. So going into 2025, I know I already do like the Turo entrepreneurship content, but I really want to talk on just like the mistakes that you shouldn't make in certain situations, and just shed light and just give awareness of other routes that we can go as individuals in America. But let's start with the car buying process, right? Obviously, because I'm into that field a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people sign high APRs, 22%, 12%, even 10% is high, even 8% is high, 7% is high, 6% is high. In this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys the best possible way in which you can get yourself a low APR, because I understand that 85 to 95% of people finance vehicles. You see what I'm saying? And it's not easy to just buy a car outright. And sometimes I'm against actually just buying a car outright sometimes, especially like in the Turo business field and stuff like that. It's a little dark in here. I thought I was gonna be able to catch the sun, but for some reason in this Tesla, like, you get sunlight, but it's also very like shady as well. Like, the sun doesn't really come in so great in here. But back to my point though. But yeah, so like a lot of people, like, you know, sign these APRs, and I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to finesse your way into financing a car for the best rate possible. First and foremost is that you need valuable credit. So if you're somebody if you're in your teens right now or your early 20s, make sure that you guys are seriously working on your credit score, because credit actually goes a long way when it comes to finances and stuff. Like, just imagine you have bad credit and you want to start Turo or any rental company or any rental business. That's going to be so hard for you to do because you have bad credit score, and not everybody can just afford buying cars outright. Cars are expensive right now. The car rate right now is crazy. So we need to talk about how to finesse it. And the economy is the economy. We can't change the economy, but we can change ourselves and the things that pertain to us and we have control over to be able to be sustainable in this economy. You see what I'm saying? So first and foremost, if you're in your teens, your early 20s, you need to make sure that you're building a great credit score right now, and make sure that you don't have high debts and you're always paying your credit off on time. But let's say you don't have a good credit score and you want to finance a vehicle, make sure that you have somebody around you who can co-sign or could probably help get the vehicle for you, and you would just pay them every month. You see what I'm saying? So credit score is very, very important. So first and foremost, before you even try to finance a car, make sure you go get that ticked off first. Make sure that you go get your credit score right, or find somebody who's going to be helping you out with that situation. Secondly, what you need to do is you need to not be rushing. You need to be very patient. Like, when it comes to financing a car, remember that, guys, you guys are signing a contract, right? You guys are signing a contract, so make sure that you do it right and be patient. It's almost like buying a house. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna rush to buy a house, or are you gonna make sure that you sign the best contract? I feel like a lot of people don't take the car buying process so seriously as if they're gonna be buying a house. If you were gonna be buying a house, you will take your time and be very patient and do your due diligence, research in every way possible to make sure that you get the best deal, because you know how big of an investment it is. I want you to treat the car buying process the exact same freaking way. It's still a contract at the end of the day that you need to sign. And once you sign it, that's your ass, boy. So make sure that you sign the right contract. But be patient. Secondly, is be very, very patient. Third, while you're being patient, you need to do your research, and you need to be able to not rely on just one loaner. You need to be able to work your way around everybody. Like, go to this person, that person, this person. So for example, go to the bank, right? And then after you go to the bank, see what the car dealership person is talking about. So I'm gonna give you an example of what I did on my last car buying process. You guys know I always like to come with raw facts. I don't like to just hypothetically speak all the time. I also want to come with examples. So we're going to be talking about my last car buying process. I bought a Nissan Rogue 2022 edition, and in the process of buying that, I really learned the game. What I had did was I went to Nissan, you see what I'm saying, and you know, got my information with them. I went to Nissan and I bargained with them. I didn't let the pressure of the salesman get to me, because that's what they try to do at these car dealerships. The pressure of the salesman is what makes people fold, because that's how they make money. Don't worry about how they make money. Always worry about you. You come first. You're paying the finance rate, so you're paying the monthly bill, so always worry about yourself. So a lot of times they come up to you and they try to make you get a car that same day, and I understand. They'll take you to the car, make the car look so beautiful, tell you all these nice things about a car. And let me be honest, buying a car is one of the sweetest things ever. Like, a new car is just so beautiful. Just being able to look at all these different cars are so dope. So I get it, but don't be in a rush. Like I said, don't be in a rush. They're gonna try to get you to go outside, check out the car, check out all these different cars and all that kind of good stuff, and they're gonna try to get you to damn near sign that day, no matter what APR you sign, because they don't give a fuck. They don't care about you. They don't care about your pockets or whatever. After you, they're on to the next person, because that's how they eat. So always understand that when you're doing stuff like this, see the point of view from the whole business, not just your point of view. Look at it like, why is he doing this to me? Oh, because that's how he eats. He's only getting a certain amount of money per hour, and he really relies on commission to stay. And it's a competitive game. It's a very, very competitive game. If John doesn't sell 10 cars like James did, now John is being looked at as not so good in the business, so John is gonna do whatever to match the same amount of cars that James just sold, even if he has to finesse his way. John does not give a fuck about that. He does not care about you. He's so worried about himself. So remember, since John is so worried about himself, you as a person need to make sure that you're so worried about yourself as well. So back to what I was saying. They're gonna try to get you to sign the car that day, but you don't have to do it. Bargain. Do not let them run your credit score first, because they're gonna start talking you into, oh, we ran your credit score. If you go to somebody else, it's gonna affect you. Do not do that. Bargain with them. At the end of the day, they want to sell a car. So how do they know that you're not gonna buy the car that day if you bargain? They still want to sell the car. You see what I'm saying? So make sure that you go as low as possible. Tell them, come act like you got your money ready. So tell them, look, if the car is 25, like, listen, I only got a budget for 21, and this is the car that I really want. Let's make it happen. He's gonna talk to his boss. His boss is gonna come to you, try to negotiate with you, do the same thing. Boss, I'm trying to keep my monthly rate at a certain amount per month. If you can do this for me, I will buy the car. So always come like that. Always be confident. And they're going to try to work their way out in a situation into what works for you. So that's what I did. I walked in like, hey, I want to keep my monthly rate up at this certain point, and I don't want my APR past this certain point. So what are you guys going to do for me? If you guys can give me what I want, I will buy the car. So I did that, and I was able to negotiate to what they felt that their best deal was on that day. So let's say I did that on Monday. They gave me their best deal on Monday. Okay, bet. I take my sheet of paper, I write down everything they told me and everything they can do for me. I keep in contact with the salesman, blah, blah, blah. I then go to my bank. Boom. Hey, bank, I want to get this car, but this is what Nissan is telling me they can do, bank. What can you do for me, bank? Because I want to go with you, bank. I want to bank with y'all. Like, fuck what Nissan is talking about. I want to bank with y'all. So, but, I mean, if you can't beat what Nissan is telling me, bank, then, I mean, I can't rock with y'all, bank. You see what I'm saying? Now, bank is obviously going to drop the rate. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, credit score still goes into play, because if your credit score is bad, then they'll be able to use that to their defense. So that's why I said first things first is to make sure you have great credit score, or somebody that does have great credit score, because that's always going to be their defense mechanism. Oh, your credit score is not this, that. Nah, my credit score is great. So now what? You see what I'm saying? So I go to the bank, and the bank's like, okay, we'll beat Nissan by this certain blah, 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 blah APR. Okay, boom. I take my sheet of paper. I go back to Nissan like, hey, Nissan. I go back to Nissan on Wednesday after I left the bank on Tuesday. I go back on Wednesday like, hey, Nissan, I know I came to you on Monday about this, but I really, I love to rock with y'all, but bank told me they can beat y'all. So what's up? They obviously are going to want you to finance through them. Of course. It's always better when you finance through them. It just looks so great on their end. So they're going to try to beat bank again. Okay. So, oh, y'all could beat bank? I bet. They're going to try to beat bank again. And they're going to give you a lower APR. They're gonna try to work their way out and be like, you know what? If you really rock with me, then I can really give you a better APR, but you must rock with me. Okay, boom. I'm looking for, why not? I'll rock with you. I'm looking for the best rate anyway, so I don't have a problem rocking with you guys. You see what I'm saying? So what can you do for me to beat bank? They're gonna try to beat the bank by a certain amount. Okay, boom. Let me think on it till Thursday. I'll come back tomorrow. It's kind of late anyways, you know what I'm saying? I take my sheet of paper, I go back to bank and like, bank, this is what Nissan told me. I mean, but I still want to rock with y'all, bank, because I've heard good reviews from you guys, so I still want to rock with y'all. Okay, boom, we'll beat Nissan by this rate. So now I have the idea that y'all could keep going lower. There's actually room to go lower. All I gotta do is be patient. I bet. I go back to Nissan and I tell them, look, this is what bank said again, man, but I really want to rock with y'all because I've heard good things about y'all too. It's all a finesse. So I've heard good things about y'all too. And they're gonna be like, okay, well, we can beat bank's rate, but you have to sign the papers today. And I'll be like, do I really? Do I really have to sign the papers today? I really don't. In my head, I might not say that, but in my head, I'm like, I really don't, because at the end of the day, if the car is there tomorrow and you're giving me this rate and the car is there tomorrow, you're gonna give it back to me if I say I'm ready to sign all the documents and purchase the car right now. For that rate that you just gave me, telling me that I can only buy it today at this rate, you're still gonna give me that rate tomorrow if the car is there, because you want the sales at the end of the day. So I find my way to leave. Oh, I can't do it today, blah, blah, blah. Ooh. And I go back to bank and I tell bank this, and bank lowers it even more. And then boom, I'm catching myself at a 3-point-something APR, 4-point-something APR, signing 36 months, 48 months, 72 months, whatever I'm signing, but at a great APR, because it's not always about how long you take to pay off the money. You see what I'm saying? It's always about what did you sign. You know what I'm talking about? Because at the end of the day, if I took 72 months to sign off a $25,000 car and my interest rate is so low, that's fine, because the deal has been signed anyways. So it's not about how long I take to pay it off, it's about what I signed. So make sure that you guys always sign what's great. But anyways, I do this and I get the best deal. So boom, you get what I'm saying? So it's always good to be patient first and foremost. After you've gotten a good credit, it's always so good to be patient. It's actually very, very wise to be patient, and patience is a solid virtue. And I just wanted to preach a little bit about this in 2025 coming up. Today is December 31st, and coming into the New Year's, I just want to give you guys more game and just help you guys understand the system that they try to trap us in. Because at the end of the day, 90% of people do not get to their final destination at times, or are unable to climb that stairs or that blockage because they've been trapped and their debt is so high. So while you're making money, you're paying off this high debt, and that's just what America tries to keep us in. They try to keep us in that trap, and me and you in 2025 will be escaping that trap any means possible. So it's my job, Certified Badmus, to keep you guys up on game. And I know I always do entrepreneurship content with Turo and all that, but let me know if you guys want content like this, because I got a lot that I can give. I got a lot of game that I can shed light on. I want to be able to use my experiences to make somebody else's experience way better. I want you to learn from my mistakes and make your life better. That's my job on this earth. That's my job on this planet. And my job in 2025 is to make sure that we move accordingly and we don't get finessed. We do the finessing. That's my job in 2025, is to make sure that we do the finessing and we don't get finessed. So yeah, man, let's keep it rocking. This video is very short and all that. I just want to kick some game and just shed light on my thoughts. Let me know if you guys like this kind of content, and if you want me to keep making this kind of content. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know. I'm just driving. I'm driving back home from the barbershop. And yeah, I just felt like that was a cool vibe. I'd love to keep this vibe going, you know, and just kick game, you see what I'm saying, and just talk, you know, drive and talk and drive around Atlanta. Probably can't drive around Atlanta a lot and talk because Atlanta drivers are crazy, but you guys get the gist though. So let me know if you guys are rocking with this kind of content. Make sure that you guys like this video right now so I know if this is something you like or not. But if you don't like the video, then you really don't like the video. You see what I'm saying? And that is self-explanatory. So if you don't like the video, then I know that you don't like the video, and I shouldn't continue this kind of content. And it goes a long way further if you guys subscribe to the channel as well. So if you guys can kindly subscribe, I truly appreciate that. Make sure that you guys turn on the bell to receive post notifications. So you know, every time I drop, I told you guys already, we're dropping almost every day in 2025. Consistency is the name of the game in 2025. And yeah, we all doing that, not just me. You're going to be consistent in whatever you have going on too. Whether that's the gym, going to work, starting your business, finishing up your business, continuing your business, whatever it is that you want to do in 2025, you're going to stay consistent and you're going to get it done. All right, y'all. Till next time, Certified Badmus out. Ski! Love you guys all. Happy New Year's. Let's get it.